about himself, so let's hope we see him at his best. Ned Bolting is in the commentary box now and he's joined by Chris Mason. Evening, Ned.
Evening, Jackie. Thank you very much indeed. One for the kids, this, isn't it? One for the youngsters.
What, the walk-on tune or the match? Are you a dangerous man with some money in your pocket, Ned?
Well, the bookies can't separate them. There's not much to separate them in terms of sheer human lives lived on planet Earth either. We've got a ton-plus average on stage right now, haven't we? 104 years collectively they've been in this world.
I've been playing darts for pretty much most of them.
Exactly right, exactly right. Mervyn King, the older of the two, there he is. 54 years of age, Mervyn. Glenn just turned 50 towards the end of last year. They're the two oldest players in this tournament, Chris.
And incredibly, when sort of Merv made his transition across from the BDO to the PDC, it was pretty much the start of the career for Glenn Durrant within the BDO system, which obviously culminated in just a few world titles and a World Masters, amongst other things. They've never met on TV before.
And that's the curiosity of this encounter, isn't it? These two old warriors, in their two different codes for the majority of their career, have been kept apart.
Yeah, and their forms sort of, on paper, the last sort of 6 months going in different directions. Glenn's been, well, I wouldn't call it on the slide. He's obviously been a little unwell after winning the Premier League. Well, Merv's had a
60.
Some kind of resurgence. Final of the Players' Championship. Played very well in the Worlds.
He was a little bit unlucky in the Worlds, wasn't he? Eventually going down to the man who would go on to win it, Gerwyn Price.
45.
In fact, his average was slightly higher than Gerwyn's in that match. Just couldn't get to the double and couldn't hit him where it hurt.
Merv, of course, runner-up.
93.
Well, probably should have won this one back in 2014.
Oh, that
was one of his great facial expressions and comments of, really? When he was 9-2 up on James Wade. Wadey.
57.
Oh, does what Wadey does. Find a way to win.
What a match that was. I'm sure you'll remember it, yeah. 10-6, then he got hit too, didn't he, with that 158
well, that was our
checker.
second ever Masters, wasn't it, of course?
Up in a Highland Centre.
Yes.
On the outskirts of Edinburgh. Yeah, a long time ago that. And a long time between drinks for Mervyn King. 2014, where, as you say, quite rightly, he reached the final of this very tournament, and then to see him again in a match that went all the way to the wire against Michael van Gogh. And last time we had an ITV tournament for the Players' Championship final. Yeah, he's got his mojo back, hasn't he?
Yep. He is loving life.
92.
Winner of this one faces Rob Cross, so it doesn't really get any easier.
177.
Great third dart there. That puts the pressure on, doesn't it? Look at that.
And he needed it. He's a long way adrift.
56.
Squares things off at a ton, but advantage Durrant to break throw in the opening leg of this one. That leaves 97. Interesting. Not sure about this. Going for the ball first. If he hits it, you can't see the ball.
82. Mervyn, you require 100.
Tops was there from him. He did the hard bits.
So I've been away a while. Top stops.
60. Glenn, you require 40.
Break a throw. Second
Games
opportunity. No mistake
Glenn
this time.
Durrant.
16 darter.
Second leg,
To
Glenn,
break throw.
go first. Game on.
Very clean execution in the end. Gets his nose in front now, Glenn Durrant. Jackie was saying, of course, reminding our viewership that he is a man who's struggling to recover from COVID infection. What was it, around about September of last year, I think, Chris?
Yep.
It's been a few months. Not entirely over it, as I understand.
100.
Still complaining on occasions that just get a little bit breathless just walking upstairs. I mean, it is just a horrible virus, isn't it? It's taking a long time to shake off for him. I mean, and given that very fact, it's extraordinary what he's achieved.
Well, it coincided with a bit of a
$140.
dip in form as well, so it maybe, you know, the two factors really did put him on the back foot towards the end of last year, but especially on the back of that terrific victory, lifting the Premier League trophy. But he's slowly but surely got better and better and better.
96.
What a curious campaign that was, that Premier League campaign. Started off so well, and then he just almost kind of falling over the finish line to get the job done in the end. But that's a major achievement.
97.
Yes, a big trophy in the PDC. It's a huge event, a huge title, and huge prize money.
96. Mervyn, you
£250,000,
require
I
164.
think.
Right, big chance here for Mervyn.
Treble 18 would have left the ball. They got that one right, but that's
132. Glenn,
a
you
great
require
final dart to leave
114.
double 16.
So pressure on the throw here, straight away. Tops it is.
Again.
94.
Just under the wire
Mervyn,
on
you
this
require
occasion.
Hear
So
how close it was. The click was audible. on
chance
the
now
wire.
for Merv to break straight back.
Game shot
And
the
he takes
second
it.
leg. Mervyn King.
Typical Mervyn. And he
Third leg,
levels it up.
Mervyn
So the
to
first two
focused.
legs
Game on.
going against the throw on each occasion. That gives Mervyn King the darts. Neither of these men have been idle
135.
since the World Championships. Mervyn's gone straight back to his job, delivering parcels.
He loves it.
He absolutely
Well, he
loves
loves
it, doesn't he?
driving anyway, so
3 or 4 days a week he's doing. And by the way, he was telling me about the actual length of the days he does. He does
81.
around about 200 drops in a day. And he's lost a little bit of weight as well, carting the boxes in and out of his van. And it's, I think, mentally, apart from anything else, it's doing him a power of good. Gets him out of the house,
137.
gives him
Well,
a sense of
I
purpose.
mean, he does so many shows a year, normally exhibitions, and obviously they're not happening. And he just got so bored, and he just said, I just need something to do, and
59.
felt like it was a good thing to do. And he's been absolutely loving it. And this is a guy that will often get on his bike in the summer for a Euro
59.
tour and trek halfway across Europe. That's how much he loves being on the road.
Motorbike, right?
Yeah.
Not the kind I also commentate on, a different mode of
That's
transport.
that's more of a, I think that's slightly longer than the Tour de France, some of the trips he
58.
goes on.
Mervyn, you require 170.
And a little bit more comfortable as well, I should imagine.
And no way out on this occasion.
134.
Beautiful setup shot.
Big lead in this leg.
Yeah. Should be 19s. 7 of them leave 170. Can't leave a finish, so no pressure at all on Merv.
95.
Double 18 after
Mervyn, you
12.
require
It's a
36.
14 darter in leg 2 for Merv King.
Game shot
And
the
that's a
third
13.
leg. Mervyn King.
On the
Fourth
throw
leg,
this
Glenn,
time.
to go first. Game on.
So Mervyn now with his nose in front. Very efficient leg indeed. Glenn on the back foot.
Yeah, just looking at the form, I fancied Merv in this one. I say it's been a slow process for Glenn, but there has been some positive improvements.
He's been practicing of late since the World Championship online against
100.
Gabriel Clemens. Playing very well by all accounts. Regularly beating his German sparring partner with ton-plus averages. Averaging 85 at the moment to Mervyn King's 97 in this match.
60.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting concept. You basically, it's a bit of a game of trust as well, because you enter your scores and it's all connected online. I averaged 143 last weekend, and I
87.
don't even have a dartboard up. But it was good fun.
Back to move house with Susan, his partner as well.
98.
Not far, they're just moving down the road, but they've got the keys to their new accommodation and looking forward to moving in. So a new start in all sorts of ways in 2021 for Glenn Durrant.
123.
But again, Mervyn now piling the pressure on. This one is against the throw, of course. So big chance now for Mervyn King to do some real damage to Glen Durrant's chances of getting into the second round.
And again, a lead on the Durrant throw, Ned. And they're both in. 71 left. Could be trouble 17 or trouble 13.
133.
Went for trouble 13 to leave double 16. In complete control of the leg, and potentially the match. He'll be halfway there if he converts the 58. A race to 6, best of 11.
99. Mervyn, you require 58. Game on the fourth leg. Mervyn King.
No mistake.
Fifth leg,
Since
Mervyn to throw first.
losing the opening
Game on.
leg, Ned, in 16 darts, which is a break of throw, Merv's response has been 14, 13 and 14.
3 of his 4 doubles, averaging over 100. And that's a great start to this
140.
leg as well. So he's beginning to motor, isn't he, on his Honda Goldwing that he likes to drive around Europe.
That's one of them darts that weighs the same as a small planet, isn't it?
First maximum goes to Glen Durrant.
100.
Good response.
Break at the end of this leg. And it's almost, well, for me, imperative. Durrant gets out of this first mini session. 3-2.
87.
4-1 would be a long, long way back, wouldn't it, in the race to 6?
Yeah. And especially where he is with his game right now, form-wise and mentally.
100.
Down to 161, so needs a minimum here of a 2 treble visit for Durrant. And I don't mean treble 1s or 5s.
58. Mervyn, you require
Should have gone ball there to leave
161.
170. 2
Rare
treble
loose
20s
one.
would be handy from here.
41.
Well, just a glimmer of an opportunity if you can score big here. Needs to hit the trebles now, going down.
58. Mervyn, you require
Again, no
120.
damage. 2 visits coming up dry on the trebles.
Tops for a 4-1 lead.
Games on the fifth
And
leg.
he gets it.
Mervyn King.
Glen Durrant under real pressure here. Mervyn King is starting to motor in Milton Keynes and he's very, very nearly there. That's a torrid Masters debut for Glen Durrant here. Never played in this tournament before. Not going to have terribly fond memories of his debut, I don't think, in 2021, unless he can do something very special. But he's going to have to do it very fast indeed. Trailing 4-1 at the break. It's a race to 6. And Mervyn King is steamrolling him a little bit at the moment. 80% checkout success for Mervyn King. 4 out of 5. It's all about taking the opportunities, and at the moment Glen can't take them because, Chris, he's not getting them.
Well, the 4 legs that Merv has won on the spin since losing the opening leg, he's averaged 107.35. He's averaging around 100 overall.
140.
But there you go, from leg 2 onwards, 107.36. Well, I rounded it up. How dare I not do that?
Come on, Chris.
Yeah, Glen, one of the 6 making their debut, of course,
59.
in this tournament. Now it's been stretched to 24 players. Dimitri, the other, Christopher Tysky, De Souza, the Grand Slam champion, Deswan, and Chris
58.
Dobie. And Merv, well, he's enjoying a bit of a renaissance period.
180.
That's a maximum, just to ram home the point. He's brimful of confidence, so relaxed at the moment, Mervyn King. He's not that kind of slightly snarling presence that we've known from him in the past. I mean, Good Lord,
47.
he's been in this game for 40 years, Chris Mason. He started playing county-level darts at the age of 14.
I remember his
up there,
big breakthrough. It was winning the British Gold Cup.
58.
And that sort of set him on his way. The prize money from that one was quite big at the time. Although it was a non-ranked event, it sort of gave him the impetus to kick on and start qualifying for
60.
the TV tournaments. And then he, of course, went on to make finals at the Lakeside.
Something is going fantastically right for Mervyn King. Whether or not it is the job that he's got, his other job that he doesn't do for the money, by the way, he simply does because he enjoys it. As we were talking about earlier, the delivery driver job. By the way, he's a good Samaritan in that regard as well, Chris.
24.
Saw a lady who is in some distress, having fallen off her bike recently.
Yes.
Games from the 6th leg.
As he checks out and goes 5-1 up, and that too against the throw.
7th leg, Mervyn to
One leg to go.
Game on.
Yeah, this lady who was been knocked off her bike, he then used his van to block the road to protect her while he called for assistance. A knight in shining armour.
96.
He's playing like a king at the moment. 14, 13, 14, 15 and 13. That's his last 5 consecutive legs. He only missed
60.
one dart at a double.
Well, if he does go on to close this out in this leg, he'll be facing Rob Cross in the next round. And if Rob's watching on, he'll be thinking,
100.
This ain't going to be easy. Mervyn King in this kind of form. Michael van Gerwen knows all about just how close he was pushed in the final of the Players' Championship not so very long ago. Mervyn King is staking a claim.
100.
You could argue this is some of the best darts he's thrown in that long 40-year career that we were talking about, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard really to make a comparison,
60.
of course, because the equipment has changed so much. I used to have the misfortune of practicing with Merv a lot at the Worlds at Lakeside, and
I bet you won't see him as early as
wasn't
him.
pleasant.
He's always the first in, isn't he? Every time, always,
Yeah,
always.
but
He's been here since 2 o'clock this
By
afternoon.
the time I got in there, he was well up to speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic player over the
140.
years. Freakishly good at times, that's for sure.
And he's not giving the 3-time
In terms of
World champion a
in
chance
terms
here.
of 9 darters, he's a little bit like
140. Mervyn,
the
you
late
require
Willie Thorne in
105.
practice. He hits literally rakes of them. But this is for the match. Double 16.
And it's that easy.
And the match. Mervyn
Once
King.
again, Mervyn King comes to a televised tournament. The 54-year-old, the oldest man here, and makes a huge statement. It is regal progress from the Monarch of Norfolk. A man in full control of what he's doing. Mervyn King imperiously through to the second round.